standing with Director Steve Williams. This is the guy, suave, standing with Director Williams and his team. And of course, we've got the principal of Kashmere Principal Dickerson High School. We want to thank him for his leadership. And then Janice Weaver, who is with the Health Equity Response Team. Judy Harris is also with the Health Department. I want to thank him for her leadership. And then we got representatives from Congresswoman Sheila Jackson Lee's office. Look, this is... I can't say enough about Frank. Don't get me started out. You know, look, just an incredible team right here. This is all about our kids, our students. Jackie Mayhorn is over there. How you doing, Jackie Mayhorn? Look. And she is on it. She will text you at 1 a.m. in the morning. But look, this is about our kids. It's about our community. It's about making people safe. And this is Super Saturday vaccine. If you haven't gotten your vaccine, you're 12 and above, this is a good day to go and get that vaccine. Any day. Marimon is readily available and is free. Okay, readily available and is free. Want to make that plea. At the same time, certainly encouraging people to put on this mask. If you're a city employee, you have to put on this mask, especially if you are indoors and around people. Because the number one thing we just want to make people want people to be safe. And so I will tell you, just at the city of Houston, in the last 2 weeks, the number of people that have been infected, gotten sick with this vaccine has exponentially increased. 2 weeks ago, Friday, we had about 40 people. Now, as of yesterday, for municipal workers, I was telling the trustee, over 120 some municipal workers, 88 police officers, 40 firefighters. Every single day, that number's been going up and up and up and up. Running out of space at our hospitals. EMS units are waiting at the hospitals at least 2 hours, if not more, with the patients in them, because there's not room to onboard them. You got people who have been flown outside of the city of Houston for health care, medical care. Hospitals, it's not just bed space, it's staffing space. Nurses, a shortage of nurses. So look, we're in the midst of this fourth wave. And then school, when does school start?
August the 23rd.
School starts August the 23rd, right around the corner. And it's important for our kids to be in school, in-person learning, just like at Kashmere High School. It's important for our kids to be there. But it's also important for the teachers, the janitors, the bus drivers, cafeteria workers, all the support personnel, and especially our students to be in an environment that's safe. And so please, I don't mind begging on this note. I don't mind begging people to get the vaccine. So I'm begging you to get the vaccine. And then I'm also asking you, especially when you're indoors, to put on this mask, okay? If you do those two things, then I think we can move forward. Now let me yield. Let me first bring on the trustee. Well, let me bring on the medical director. I started to say Dr. Stephen Williams, but Director Stephen Williams, who is a Don. Director Williams.
Y'all have to forgive my boss. This is the first time he's seen me in about 2 weeks, so he has to do that. The bottom line here is this is about saving lives, folks. Not just your life, but the lives of people that are around you. And it's about time for us to stop being selfish. The vaccine is safe. I've heard all kinds of myths and stories. Last time, I had a colleague tell me that one of her colleagues wanted to put a magnet to her arm where she got vaccinated to see whether or not there was a chip in it. That is totally ridiculous, folks. When our medical system is about to collapse, it's time for all of us to take responsibility. Getting this shot and actually wearing masks when you're certainly indoors is not much to ask from an individual in order to save lives. And we need to be real about that. And the bottom line is we're in a community of color. And when it comes to our folks, we're only about 25% vaccinated for African Americans, about 33 for Hispanics overall. And the question I would ask is whether or not you want our population to be decreased because we haven't taken the simple step of taking the vaccine or wearing masks in crowds. So I'm encouraging everybody to be responsible. And I know it's back to school time, and everybody's concerned about back to school vaccinations. And I want you to know that there are several locations that are in this community where you can get free back to school vaccination. Normally, we would say get vaccinated based on your age, but we know that because of COVID, people have been putting that off. Not only is the COVID vaccine important for folks to get, but the other vaccines are important too. As a matter of fact, you have to have them before your folks enter school. And so really, CEO Pediatric and Adolescent Clinic, Lockwood, they're giving vaccinations at the Harris Health, Settegast Health Clinic on Wayside, they're giving back to school vaccinations. At the Berry Medical Clinic on Jensen, they're giving back to school vaccination. At UT Physicians Multi-Specialty, Cross Timbers, they're giving back to school vaccinations, and also you can get those at all of our City of Houston health clinics. I encourage everybody to just be responsible, and let's take this serious. It is really about not only your health, but the health of people that are around you.
Thank you, Director Williams. And let me bring up the trustee.
Thank you, Mayor. As I mentioned earlier, it's so important for, and I'll just be straight with you, our black and brown kids to be in class. They are the ones that are falling furthest or have failed furthest behind. It's essential to have our babies back in class. We know in our communities there are usually multiple families living in one household, so many can be affected. So we want to encourage you all to get your shots, get vaccinated, and encourage your family to get vaccinated. And you say, well, have we? Well, yes, we have gotten vaccinated. I would not be standing here amongst you all had I not been vaccinated. So I encourage you all again, don't wait, vaccinate.
I like that. Don't wait, get vaccinated. Let me bring up the principal of Kashmere High School, Principal Dixon.
All right. I'm not certain if they recognize they gave me a microphone and a crowd. That's not a good thing. So I'll be brief. But seriously, we're here to do our part as Kashmere Rams. So today is a good day. We've had over 45 people vaccinated here on this campus this morning. So we want to continue those efforts. As everyone stated, this is not just about you, but we want to keep everyone safe. So we need to be responsible in doing our duty to make certain that we are safe, and we want to make certain that we reload and come back safely, because we know that our students need to be on campus to get that education that they desire, that they definitely need. So we're doing our part here at Kashmere and our Kashmere feeder pattern to make certain that we return safely, and most of all, we return for that A+ rating when the state they want to come back to that accountability. So if you're looking for good things, big things come from Kashmere for the 21-22 school year.
Look, I want to emphasize this. This is Super Saturday Vaccine Day. The reality is just on this campus alone already, more than 45 people have already been vaccinated. Because let me tell you, the week before that, Director Williams, we were getting 1 and 2, maybe 3 or 4. But just today, up until this point in time, on Super Saturday Vaccine Day at this location, more than 45 people have already gotten vaccinated. I know in other school districts, M.O. Campbell and Aldine, I was just talking to the superintendent there, and she said that there were a number of people over there getting vaccinated. All of that's good. I want to applaud Superintendent House, the superintendent of Houston Independent School District. I want to applaud him for taking the necessary steps to protect his students, the 200,000 plus students of HISD. I want to applaud him. And I want to encourage the parents and others to be supportive of the steps that he and the board, hopefully that they will take.
That's right.
Madam Trustee,
yes.
This coming Thursday, to be supportive. This is the time in our city that we have to stand up for what we know is right.
That's right.
We have to stand up. Our voices have to become louder. We have to encourage people to listen to the science, to take the advice of the medical professions. We know vaccines work. We can't be timid in our positions.
That's right.
We know these masks work,
Yes.
and we can't be timid in our position. These are our children.
That's right.
These are our babies, our students, and we have to stand up and advocate on their behalf. And we can't be timid in doing that. So please stand up, be supportive of the superintendents across our area. Can't say enough for the board members, the trustees. Can't say enough for our principals, our teachers, our educators. But most importantly, can't say enough for our students. These are our students. And I'm so proud of them. Now, next week is the mayor's back to school supply drive. We'll be giving out backpacks to about 25,000 students in our Houston area. And we will be giving out vaccines as well. So all through the month of August, we'll be giving the vaccines. Now, the timeline, what people have to bear in mind. If, for example, you get your shot today, let's say, what are we getting today? It's the Pfizer. You get the Pfizer vaccine, 2 shots, you get it today, come back in 21 days, and you get the next shot. And of course, the point that I want to make, you're getting the shots today, it's going to take about 5 to 6 weeks before you are fully vaccinated. So the sooner you get it, the better you will be, your family will be, the people you hang around will be. So please get the vaccines. Let me encourage all of our influencers, our entertainers, our athletes, our businesses, owners. Let me encourage everyone to get engaged in this matter, okay? To encourage people to get tested, to get vaccinated, to wear their masks. And many companies in the private sector are requiring now their employees to get vaccinated. So let me encourage everyone to get in this, and to get into this, I don't want to say it's not a game, because this is real life. This is real life. But again, lastly, what I would say, do not live a life of regret. And what I mean by that, I've listened to several people in the hospital who got there by not being vaccinated. And then when they get to the hospital, they regret that they didn't get vaccinated. And they're encouraging their other family members to get vaccinated. Do not live a life of regret. And what I mean by that, you don't get it, you don't get it, you don't get it, and then the virus gets you. And then sends you to the hospital. And then from your bed, you were saying you regretted that you didn't get it. Don't be in that case, because you don't have to be in that situation, okay? So again, let me thank everybody, these educators, for coming out, getting the vaccine. You still got time. And if you get here early enough, look, your mayor will give you this vaccine. Let me thank Janice Weaver, this community organizer, community fixer.
Mr. Mayor, we thank you so much. We always do. You don't know how much we love you. But Mayor, I've got to get a public shout out to our Director of Education, Olivera. She's not here. But then most of all to our Health Department. You know, we made the call. We asked them could they reach out to the 17 ISDs and to have 12 of them to respond. And then on just yesterday, we had the Texas Public Charter School that said, y'all forgot about us, and there are 63 schools, Judy, I think it is, that's a part of that. So we're telling you, if you are a public school entity, we want you to be a part of the Super Saturday Vaccine Day, and we just want to get behind all of our educators, all of our schools, tell us what you need, and we will be there to support you whatever way we can. And so there's a man back there that has a shirt on that says, come up here, brother. Mayor, I want to be able to say this in the next several months. He has his shirt on, Mayor, and it says, we did it. We did it, and we're going to do it for our children. And so thank you so much. I appreciate it.
2 more people and we'll be finished. Let me bring up first this Principal Bush, who has just been an incredible educator, mentor, leader, you name it. And so look, you carry a lot of weight, and we need to hear your voice.
Thank you, Mayor Turner. I want to give it up for Ram Nation, you all. So good to see everybody today. Represent all those elementary schools, parents, community. Once again, we are excited about a brand new school year and the Mayor Vaccination Day. Ladies and gentlemen, it is so important that our kids get back into the schools and be safe. I want to say this to every parent today that's out here. We're going to do everything in our power to make sure that our kids are strong, healthy, and then educated. We're going to look at the needs of our health first. Today is a great day for Houston and Kashmere feeder pattern, welcoming all of our elementary schools to join with our middle and high school. We all know this is the end game when it gets to Kashmere Senior High. We want to make sure all of our kids are ready for graduation. They're strong, healthy, ready to return to our communities and build our communities back. That's right. So, Mayor, under your leadership, we are excited to be representing the Kashmere Trinity Garden, and also we have some people in here from the 5th Ward as well. So we are all one community. I didn't forget you, trust me. We are one community fighting together for the city of Houston, for all of our kids. We love you, and there's nothing you can do about it. Let's have a great school year. Thank you.
Representing Councilmember Tasha Jackson.
Thank you so much, Mayor. And I just want to say on behalf of the council member's office, we are just incredibly excited to see the amount of outpour we're seeing in our communities for getting people vaccinated. We said this in a partnership press conference with Congresswoman Sheila Jackson-Lee a few weeks ago. Each one needs to reach one so that way we can overcome and combat this virus. It is very simple. The doctors have given their approval. Our team has given their approval. Our office stands ready to partner with all of our entities to make sure that we reach as many people as possible, to get as many people vaccinated as possible, so that way we can be safe and we can go through the rest of this year with healthy, happy, and strong children. We are very excited to see all of the great things coming out of Kashmere High. We are incredibly excited to see that this is happening not only here, but at Doggett and in several schools in the HISD district in our District B. So please reach out to our office. We are standing ready in partnership with all of our residents to make sure that you get vaccinated and you are protected. Thank you so much, Mayor. Thank you so much, everybody on the team, and we are ready to fight with you guys against this virus.
Thank you so very, very much. And now, the Congresswoman from the 18th Congressional District, representing the Congresswoman from the 18th Congressional District, Europa Harris.
All right. Thank you again. And let's just give a great hand to our wonderful Mayor, Sylvester Turner. Yes. And this is home. This is the area where I grew up in, and so I'm certainly excited to be out here, Trinity Gardens area. And so thank you so much on behalf of Congresswoman Sheila Jackson-Lee. We're doing this all throughout the city of Houston and the county, and so we thank you, Mayor, for working very closely with us, and to all of the wonderful partners. Our council member Jackson, I just left the Pleasantville area, and so we're working with families there, with Representative Harold Dutton and some other officials. But we thank you. We just want to make sure that as we are going into this new school year, that everyone is safe and healthy. So all I say to you on behalf of Congresswoman Sheila Jackson-Lee, thank you for everyone working together. And if you haven't been vaccinated, vaccinate. We want to make sure all of these opportunities are out here and available to everyone. We thank you to all of the health providers and partners, the nurses, to the doctors, to all the teams that are making sure that it happens. Thank you so much for being on the front line. We thank you so much to all of our emergency responders, to all of those who are making sure and assuring that all of us are healthy and safe. So thank you again on behalf of Congresswoman Sheila Jackson-Lee, to our wonderful mayor, to all of our other partners. We thank you so much, and we wish everyone truly the best as we go into this new school year. Thank you.
Thank you, Robert. And then lastly, let me thank our media partners. Let me take the time to thank our media partners, because for Super Saturday Vaccine, it would not be happening on the scale that is happening without the media really becoming an active partner with the county, the city, and the 12 different school districts and our health departments. So let me thank all of the print media, the electric media, for really carrying the message. And that's very much appreciated, because if the message doesn't get out, the people don't get it. Now, Director Williams says something that I want to underscore. And give me the numbers again. The percentage of African Americans that have been vaccinated is about roughly about 25%. Let's just say 30% of African Americans vaccinated. For Hispanics, about 33 to 35% of Hispanics have been vaccinated. I want that to soak in, okay? I want that to soak in. This virus will find you out. Wherever you are, this virus will find you. So for all of these communities, for every single person that's not vaccinated, let me just say this. Be more scared of the virus than the vaccine, okay? You better be more scared of the virus than the vaccine. And if you love your children, especially if you're a parent, you don't want to make yourself subjected to getting this virus and ending up in the hospital. If you love your kids, you're going to get vaccinated. And if you love your kids and they're 12 and up, you want them to get vaccinated. And then for those kids that are not eligible to the vaccine, when they're indoors, you want them to have a mask on. Okay? So let's be mindful. Be more scared of the virus than the vaccine. That's enough said. We're done. Thank you all so very much. Thank Kashmere High School for opening up their doors. Oh, thank you for the t-shirt. Now bring on the dancers.